So when it comes to the UK, everybody used to speak English. You know, it was that common language and that common thing that we shared. But judging by this parliamentary question today, it looks as if the English language has taken another downturn. Because as you can see on screen here, we got Rupert Lowe and he asked this question. He wanted to know what information her department, which is the Department for Transport, what information they hold on the local authorities that conduct in-person interviews and English language testing before taxi and private hire vehicle licences. Essentially, long story short, which councils in the UK test their taxi drivers on the English language? You know, it's pretty simple. You'd like to think it's 100%. Spoiler warning, it is not 100%. It's far from it. But you'd like to think it's 100%. I'll show you the number in a moment. In fact, I'll just show it to you now. So it says as of 1st of April 2024. So quite a while ago. I'm not sure how often they do the numbers, but I might try an FOI request. But it says 81% of licensing authorities in England reported that they require the taxi drivers that they license to meet a minimum standard of essentially the English language. So long story short, 81%. That's pretty much 1 in 5. You know, the council's not testing me on my maths, but that is 1 in 5. So 1 in 5 taxi drivers can't speak English. And there's a whole range of reasons as to why that's bad. First of all, safety. You wouldn't expect it from a pilot, you know, or a bus driver, something like that. I just can't understand why these people wouldn't need to speak English. So safety, that is definitely up there. Then confusion, do you know, because you must admit it's hard enough driving around as it is sometimes. I'm just going to say, I use Google Maps quite a lot. If you handed me a paper map, that'd take some serious getting used to. So I just use Google Maps and I just rely on that. But in order to do that, you still need to read and write English, as well as listen out for the alerts. And not to mention as well, just on pure decency. You know, these people come into the UK, at least learn the language. If they're going to be interacting with the British public on a daily basis, they could at least have the decency of learning it. I mean, my dad's always said that English probably isn't the easiest language to learn. You know, he's always said words like, I saw a girl, versus I saw a girl, meaning that, you know, you did her in half, basically. So there's, you know, I guess from that point of view. But I've seen their language. I've seen the way these people write. You can't convince me that that is easier. If they've learnt that, they can learn English, come on. They absolutely can. I mean, these people are speaking in spaghetti. Do you know what I mean? Ours just looks a lot neater, more laid out. You know, we don't need to scream every single blah, 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 blah. You know? It's got to be an easier language, surely. But if you enjoyed this Daily Clown World video, where we saw that 1 in 5 local authorities in the UK don't have English language tests for taxi drivers, if you enjoy that level of confusion, then I would highly recommend to check out this video, where we have a look at self-defense laws in the UK.
This country has gone crazy.